We're back with another minifigure haul video. In today's video, we're going through two separate lots. This one here was, I believe, $160, and this one was $130. So we will first set that one aside and start with this one. Links in the description if you're interested in any LEGO minifigures. I got a whole bunch of them for sale, and a lot of the stuff in these lots ends up listed at the links in the description. So yeah, first up, we have this one here, and the box is really empty. There's a lot of packing peanuts in there, but just two small bags. Well, two big bags, small relative to the box. Yeah, we might as well first go through this one. I am going to grab a box for it real quick, and then that way we can keep it all contained. And yeah, because there's a lot of bricks and stuff in this first bag, but there is still some nice parts in here. So first up, we got one of these horses here. These ones, this here is the one with the three things there, and I'm thinking this is the one from the Kingdoms and Castle sets, though I might be mistaken. I know that there's one that's got like two of the things there and stuff like that, and they're both pretty solid though. And then always got to get some non-Lego things there. This here is a relatively common one to get. Then we have a nice great white shark. These guys here are usually like 10-15 bucks plus, so they're relatively quite nice to get. We got a lobster. Those guys are probably a couple bucks there. Is that Duplo or not Lego? It is Duplo. So we got a, I'm not going to pretend I know which type of dog that is. We got a dark red motorcycle. Those ones are usually like 4 or 5 bucks there. Then we got a Dalmatian, a balloon animal, and yeah, nothing too crazy otherwise. Actually, I don't know if I've gotten one of these in white before, so that one's probably half decent there, because usually the motorcycle fairings are somewhat decent things to get. So now we will get to this bag here. This one here was purchased mostly because of two minifigures that I saw on the listing, yeah, so we will go through it. So yeah, put that bag over there, move the stuff over to the side, and yeah, we will see what we get. So City Superman, that there is a solid-ish one. I don't think too many of the Supermen are too expensive, but that's pretty solid. This here is definitely fake. Yep, without a doubt, that is fake. It's definitely one of the worst quality fake ones I've seen in a while. City, there's a fair amount of City in here. That is, the legs might be real. Yeah, the legs are real, but yeah, the head and torso aren't. But yeah, so this one here has a fair amount of City, but yeah, even that stuff, a lot of those parts are pretty like solid, like $1 for the torso and stuff like that. The head, $half, hair, $0.75, legs, $half. It adds up and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not like it's a loss to get City per se. And then we got, I believe that's Chandler from Friends, and that is definitely not real, and it's rattling for some reason. No idea why that's rattling. Interesting. Got a Pearl Light Gold C3PO. I don't know how many times I've actually gotten that one. It's one of the rarer versions of him, but nice one either way. It's not too expensive or anything like that. Then got more stuff there. Let's see what we get in the rest of this. And there's just a lot of City in here, but that's what we expected. See if we can get to some of the better stuff. That stuff is very yellow. The helmet seems to be fine, but the rest of that is not looking too nice. We got a Lando. I think that one there is like, I usually get like 15 bucks for him. So that's a nice one to get. got one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Those ones are usually always somewhat solid. More City. I think that hairpiece there is actually a couple bucks, so that's a nice one to get. Then we've got the first one here, and I think, yeah, this here is Saruman. The cape, I'll have to look a bit closer. I think the cape's a little bit yellowed, but overall, the minifigure seems to be in quite nice condition. I'm not seeing any bite marks or anything like that, and yeah, I think he's like probably $40–50 minifigure at this point, so that is a really nice one to get. Got another one of the Friends minifigures. More City, Black Falcon torso, that's always nice to get. And we got an Arctic Batman. I think he's usually right around the $10 mark, give or take a little bit. Someone definitely had a bit of fun drawing. One of the original R2-D2 minifigures. We got a rocket droid. That there is one of the ones from Agents, I believe. It's not too expensive, but it's a pretty cool looking minifigure. Then we've got another one of the Friends ones. I don't remember why I put that one up there. Those ones aren't usually too valuable. A little bit more than a City minifigure, but not too much. Got one of the classic Stormtroopers. And then this here is the other one that I got it for. We can see there's bite marks on the torso, so that hurts its value. But it is still a very rare torso. It's the wrong head on there, but the head isn't that rare. But yeah, that is a very rare torso. It is the original Spider-Man and stuff like that. And yeah, so if you describe the bite marks and stuff like that, there are some people who still do want stuff like that. So it's not like it's a total loss or anything like that. It does hurt its value a little bit, but yeah, it's a nice find to get. I just hadn't gotten one of those before, and since there's a fair amount of minifigures in here, and then there was the Saruman and that one, I just decided to go for it for this. And since there's only 160 or so, it's not too difficult to get your monies back on this, so can't go wrong on that. Then we got a light bluish gray backpack. I don't think I've ever actually gotten this one before. It is real Lego. You always find those in white or reddish brown, so that is a nice one to get. Then we've got this Wonder Woman here. I'm not sure if I saw her hairpiece earlier, but that one there, probably at least half decent. Then we got Riddler. They're missing his hat. Can't say I remember where that torso is from. I think that's another one of the Friends minifigures. Another rocket droid. We have a nice Gundabad orc. Those guys there, it's not the one with the armor on it, but I think that's probably 15–20 bucks for that one still. Those guys are always worth a fair amount. Another Friends minifigure. Got Western torso. Whenever I see that helmet, always thinking of the Rock Raiders one, although actually I don't even know if he has that type of helmet. That's like the super rare one that goes for like $300–400 bucks. But yeah, you usually won't be finding something like that. But it's just always a fun one to keep an eye out for. And we've got another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Nexo Knights. Not sure who that face is supposed to be. I think the torso is Star Wars, but it might be all damaged there. Yeah, I think so. I'll have to look a bit closer later on that. See if it's something that washes off or if it's just like bite marks or something. And then mostly just City stuff here. I think that's a torso that's used on the one Lloyd minifigure. So we've got that one there. I will grab a box to put this in, because the sound of Lego getting dumped into a box is nice. So let's put this light back first. But overall, for 170, the scale's got a box on it, so I can't check the weight, but I'm pretty sure it was just over a pound, so it's a bit more than I would normally like to pay for something like this. But it was just like the previous video. There were the 3 lots, which is this one, the other one we're about to go through, and the one from the previous video, where yeah, it was just near the end of the year, so I paid a bit more than I normally would have. Normally I would have just let that like the auction end and not bid on or something, but I wanted to try and increase the total weight of what I had gotten for the challenge thing, so I paid a bit more on just several of them, so we could try and get as good of a weight as we could. And then so yeah, next up we have this one here, and it looks like the bag is opening already, and we can see a pair of legs there. Box is empty, put that over there. And this one here is the one that was a really good deal, and it's because I got this one that I was shipping stuff to my American address, so then I decided to purchase more to make the shipping worth it from America to here and stuff. And yes, this one was just $130, and it was roughly 3 pounds of mostly minifigures. It's not all minifigures, you can see a fair amount of standard bricks and stuff. However, a very solid portion of it, as you can see, is minifigures. And yeah, so let's dump this out. Oh, sorry, the camera there. I think that is all from that. And yeah, so just 130 bucks for this. It's like very difficult to go wrong, and I dropped the hand. See if I can grab that real quick. And yeah, so let's see what we get. Let's first get some larger things out of here. There's a bit of Duplo here, just like the previous one. Put that stuff to the side. It's a lot of parts and pieces, but those are quite fun as well to go through because you'll find a lot more cool things oftentimes. I think that there's from one of the Harry Potter CMFs, but might have also been inside of the one set as well. I'm not entirely sure. Then we got a Shadow Trooper torso, I think. And then this here is the version of is it Jack Rains? I don't think so. Might be. That was from the LEGO movie sets, or that might be the one from the CMF. Not entirely sure. Some nice dual molded legs. It's a fancy helmet from the 1 series minifigures. Take off the helmet or not and see what head's underneath. I think that's from one of the series as well. Got a nice crown torso, and let's just take a look at one of these parts here. Yeah, this one's got some bite marks and stuff like that. So it's definitely from a lot that was played with, but it's not all horrible or anything like that condition-wise. Got a nice orc, that might not be a troll, helmet. It's always a interesting looking helmet. I always like finding those. Look pretty cool. Don't think that's Lego. Pearl light gray helmet that's also yellow. I have a feeling Lego did not make that. Pug. These guys in the light gray are good because they're from that one Star Wars minifigure. But you won't usually find that, but you still do every now and then. Get a few of these bricks out of here. But yeah, we probably won't be finding too much individual value-wise because this here is just mostly parts and pieces, but it still is lots and lots of good individual things. Like, for example, I think that's a Fright Night shield that goes for like $5-6, I think, unless that's the other one. Or is it the one that's like $3-4? But either way, those ones are usually just real nice to get. Then we've got an Anakin transformation, usually about $10. You can get 4 of them. It might be a little bit more now. I'm not sure. I haven't had them in a little while. Yeah, there's just so much quantity in here. It's an amazing lot to get. I should probably grab another box because we won't have room for it all. I'm gonna run out of boxes one of these days. And the light's trying to walk or something. A nice shield. I think that's from one of the doors. Some of these ones here are decently valuable. I don't know if that's one of them though. There. And then we got this one here. It's real, I think. Yep, it's real. And that's a nice torso there. I want to say it's from either a Roman or it's a one of the other CMFs. But it's a fairly nice looking torso. Probably has some good value. Got a yellowed one of those that is quite yellowed. Well, actually, no, it might just be some light gray arms that were put in the torso. We'll have to look closer, but that one there otherwise would be a nice torso to get. The heads are going everywhere. Dark red scorpion. Can't remember the last time I got one of those. And a dark gray kepi. A lot more bricks. I think that one's all yellowed there. Otherwise, that would have been from the don't know the name of it, but from one of the Star Wars clone troopers or stormtroopers or something. I think that's Dumbledore legs. That there is almost certainly a Roman, if that one isn't. Got a kepi, and then this here is one of my it's not, well, I mean, the mask from the like Oni and stuff and Ninjago is probably my favorite part, but then this here is real close to it. It's the one thing from the Adventurers Jungle line from the Aztec sets in the jungle. So yeah, it's just a really nice looking Lego brick. One of the first ones I remember actually owning. So very nice to get one of those. I think that might be a Bilbo Baggins or a Samwise torso. And that torso has definitely seen better days. It's missing half of the torso, and not just the side, but the back of the torso. That is an interesting thing to happen. And that is a really nice find there. Let's just check the condition of it. Got some scuffs and scratches, but no bite marks or anything. And that there is one of the original Castle Kingdoms peasant torsos, and those peasants are all worth quite a bit. One of the pigs. I don't think this here is one of the ones that's worth too much. And another torso that has definitely seen better days. Got another Lando helmet. You can see here it's the same type of helmet, just missing the printing and stuff. It's a very cool looking helmet though. Got I think that's a metallic silver Roman helmet. Those ones are always quite valuable. Then I think that is troll armor and a older castle torso. A portrait with a crown. I'm thinking that might be from one of the sets that was from, and if so, that's probably going to be a somewhat valuable one. Dump these into here. Kingdom's torso. Can't remember that one. Dual molded legs with side printing, and it's looking quite beat up too. It looks like a hollowed rock. It doesn't quite feel like a shell. It just looks like a normal rock, but missing the underside. Always interesting stuff you find in these things. And here's another one of those really cool parts. So that is nice to get another one of those. And as is classic, you find a penny in here. So yeah, I'll add that to the pile of coins. I'll just quickly grab that so we can see how many we have. This here is the container of coins that I've gotten in used lots in the past like half year. Not all of it's from minifigure lots. Most of it's from like bulk purchases of just like used collections of like minifigures and parts and all that fun stuff. But yeah, definitely an interesting thing to get and always fun to keep track of. Got one of the torsos of the coolest castle line ever from the Dragon Knights. Another pig. Guess I put the other one there. I don't think, yeah, like mentioned, I don't think those ones are the more valuable ones, but still, they're pretty nice to get. That brick is something. It's real Lego. I think it's just someone tried painting it or something. Don't think that is Lego. It seems to be metal, and I can't quite make out what it's saying, but it is like a dragon or sea serpent or something. Always interesting things. I mean, it's not quite a coin, but I'll just put it with the coins, because why not, I guess. Got a Batman. Well, the neck is a little bit worn, but that's not really damaged per se. It's just from the head being taken off and removed, but it can be a sign that the connection is loose, or it could be that the helmet just has a really strong connection, and that is definitely not Batman's head. And there was a fair amount of the coins in this lot, and that's always good to get because those guys usually get like $1 each for those, so it's real nice to get them. Got a metallic silver helmet piece, and then this one here has just the number on the inside, and it can be a little bit confusing because that might not seem like it's Lego, but for this specific part, it is real Lego for that. I'm thinking that might actually be Kai's father's torso from Ninjago. So that might have been his legs earlier instead of them being the legs of the one Harry Potter minifigure. That is something, all right. I don't know what that is, nor do I really want to know what that is, but it is a classic find for a used lot. I am putting that right there, and we'll throw it out in just a little bit. Then we got a really nice pearl gold armor piece. I don't think it's too valuable, but it is a really nice looking one. If I can get the torso off carefully, because you don't want to bend it. Well, the torso ended up over here, and it's painted over as well. And yeah, you can see a little bit of the stuff there. I don't think that will probably wash off or anything, but either way, it's still a real nice one to get. Dual molded, and is that dirt or print? I think that's just real dirt. Yep, that is just yuck something. That is real yucky. No idea what that is, but it is not a pattern. A plain sand blue torso. That is a very nice find. I believe that that is used on the LEGO minifigures. And yeah, you can't go wrong with that because it usually goes for a bit. I'm not sure if the base part itself or with other arm color combinations is used on other ones, but I know that one is used for LEGO, at least I think it is, and so it's a nice one to get. Harry Potter head, I think. Mr. Freeze with some beat up legs that aren't his, and I think that might be one of the more valuable versions of Mr. Freeze. Is this here maybe his legs instead? I'm not sure. I'd have to look again. Yeah, that definitely matches. You can see the pattern continues. Yeah, almost guaranteed these are his legs. And yeah, I'm thinking that that one there is a quite solid minifigure to get. An interesting one there. Can't say I've gotten that one too many times before. And then this here is one of the ones, it is genuine Lego, but it's just one of the interesting ones with a sticker on it. I don't think it's too valuable or anything like that, but it is just a real interesting find. And yeah, I think that is about all of it. And yeah, lots and lots of cool things in here. Take a while to list, but that's half the fun. So yeah, I will get to work on some of the stuff now. And here's another chrome part. Put that one in there. Interestingly enough, I think that the chrome parts for like helmets and stuff do get affected when they are washed with the ultrasonic cleaner. However, the chrome coins, if I can find one, there's a lot of the non-Lego coins in here as well. But for some reason, the chrome coins here, they don't seem to be affected, at least with a little bit of testing I did, so we'll have to see on that. But yeah, this is the end of the haul. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, and I just saw right here we got a nice Roman shield. Those ones are really cool to get there. But yeah, this is the end of the haul. Thanks for watching if you got this far.